Trust, one of the most distinguishing characteristics of an authentic leader. For me, part of Boscology is defining trust at the crossroads of promise and opportunity. This is Pat Bosco on the campus of Kansas State University, where I served nearly 50 years as a university administrator, working with students and families. Promise really is our personal brand. It's what we stand for. It's what people expect of us. It's what we expect of ourselves. And it's important that we recognize that promise builds trust. The opportunity is where the rubber meets the road, where we have a touch point, and that could be for an organization or for an individual. So trust is built on promise, our expectation to act a certain way, and those opportunities give us a chance to walk the talk. Promises are meant to be executed. They're expectations. They're doing what's right or doing what we say. And our word has to be our bond. It's our brand. As we think in terms of unconditional love, confidentiality, meet expectations, they're all at the crossroads of opportunity. That's how we build trust. A number of years ago, a survey was conducted by consumers about the most unprofessional, untrustworthy profession, and oftentimes car salesmen were at the top of the list. Well, I think they've come a long way in terms of that profession. The freedom of information, the chance to know what pricing is all about, but also the competitive nature of a salesperson who's selling a particular product is certainly come into play. I think the professionalism has changed in a very positive way. I do all of my sales, car sales, through a local car dealership here in town, and Russ Briggs has been really very responsive to me and my family over a number of years. We're looking for a car right now. And Russ and I visited yesterday, and he said he'd call me at the end of the day. Well, 7:30 last night, I received a phone call from Russ. And long after the stores closed, this gentleman has, 5 or 6 dealerships around the Midwest. He's a pretty big deal. But he called me last night to let me know that he promised that he'd call me at the end of the day. And he was calling me at night at home to let me know that he had not forgotten. That's trust. That's building trust in terms of a promise that this gentleman has made, and the opportunity was for him to follow through on a phone call. Small things? Yeah, I think small things make a difference as we build trust. When a parent says, "You can tell me anything," we have to be ready to hear anything and respond in a positive, supportive, unconditional, loving way. That's how we build trust. When a team member makes a mistake and is working hard, it's important that we reach out and express a supportive environment that makes a difference. And win or lose, we're building trust among our teammates when they need us the most. We trained admissions representatives to represent our school throughout the state and throughout the country. Young professionals given the opportunity to express their personal saga to prospective students and their families, critically important part of the K-State brand. Oftentimes they were in a position where they had to go outside their training. That asked them to stop and say, well, what would Pat Bosco have you do? I think that's an important part of supporting those around you. The training can go just so far, but if you indicate as a supervisor that you have someone's back, you have to give them the opportunity to execute your promise. I've always given new employees or working with student leaders the benefit of the doubt right from the beginning, that if you're selected or elected to a position, that I trust you. That we begin with a level of trust. You can only lose trust with me through your actions. That will give you the support and the encouragement to do the best job you possibly can, and trust is there. That there will be moments of proof, touch points, that will be opportunities for you to execute your promise. And those are meaningful crossroads where promise meets a chance, an intentional opportunity to build upon what you say you'll do. Authentic leadership is based upon trust, and that's defined by promise, your personal brand, your expectations, what people expect of you, and those opportunities where the rubber meets the road, for you to be authentic and real and sincere.